Hello students, we'll continue with the state government. And today qualification for the members of the state legislature. What are the qualifications needed for the members to be the member of state legislature? Now first of all, he must be the citizen of India. A person to be a candidate for the state legislature, he should be a citizen of India, he should be an Indian. Then he must complete the age of 25 years. He should not be less than 25 years. Then he should not hold any office or profit under the state government or any government of India. He should not have any profit, any job, any office under any government. Then he should not be unsound, means he should not mentally he should not be disturbed. His mental condition should be all right. And he should not be a criminal. No such case should be against him regarding any crime. That means he should not be a criminal. So these are the qualifications needed to stand for the state legislature. Chairman and deputy chairman perform the presiding officer in the Vidhan Parishad, that means legislative council. Chairman and deputy chairman, and speaker and deputy speaker, they perform as the presiding officer in the legislative assembly. Now state executive. Now like the central government, as the central executive consisted of the president, prime minister along with the council of ministers. Here also in the state also the state executive is consisted of the governor, chief minister along with the members of the legislative assemblies or legislative council. Like the president, as we know, the president is the nominal head and all the functions are performed by the council of ministers headed by the chief minister on the advice of the president. For all the works, president's signature is needed, president's approval is needed, but actually the president is the nominal head and the prime minister along with the council of ministers is the executive head. So in the state also it is the same. In the state also, governor performs the power same like the president. All the executive powers of the states remain with the governor. Governor, to take any action, governor's approval is needed. Without governor approval, no action can be taken. Governor is appointed, he is not elected, he is appointed by the president, and one governor can perform for two states also. Now what are the qualifications needed to be the governor? So first of all, he or she must be a citizen of India. Then he must have completed the age of 35 years. That means the person, he or she, should not be less than 35 years. To be the members of legislative assembly he should not be less than 25 years, and for the governor he should not be less than 35 years. Qualifications are almost similar. He must not hold any office or profit. So he should not hold any office, any profit, any business. He should not be an elected member of the parliament or the state legislative assembly. He should not be a member of parliament, neither a member of parliament nor a state legislative assembly. Neither he should be MP nor MLA. But if a member of legislative assembly or legislature, if a member, an MP or MLA is appointed as the governor of any state, then he should resign from his membership. If any MP or MLA is appointed as the governor, then he should resign from his membership. Then powers. Now, similar powers governor also has, like the president. First of all, the executive power. All the executive powers of the state remains with the governor. First of all, he appoints the chief minister, and as you know, the chief minister is the leader of the majority party. So governor appoints the chief minister. Then after this, on the advice of the governor, the chief minister appoints the council of ministers. First, chief minister is appointed, but on the advice of the governor, the chief minister appoints other council of ministers. Then the governor appoints the advocate general, the chairman and the members of the state public service commission. Advocate general and the chairman of the state public service commission. Then he consults, or president sometimes consults the governor in the appointment of the judges of the high court. That means judges of the high court are appointed by the president on the advice of the governor. Then governor nominates one member from the Anglo-Indian community to the legislative assembly. Then governor also can nominate the persons having some special knowledge and efficiency or experiences in the field of literature or science or social services and in the legislative council. So these are the executive power. Remember children, executive power means you have to include all the appointments. All the appointments, earlier also I told you, all the appointments come under the executive power. Regarding the president also the same. President also has the executive power, same like executive, legislative, powers are same. And remember, executive means all the appointments are included in the executive power. Alright children, you will learn the qualifications for the legislative assembly, members of legislative assembly, qualification for the governor and the executive powers of the governor. You go through and learn. Okay. Alright. In the next class, I will explain the state legislature or legislative power.